Welcome back. Before I start, yesterday we lost a legend of the club, Dennis Law. My heartfelt condolences goes to the family of Law during these difficult times. He was the first Manchester United player to win the Ballon d'Or in 1964, won the European Cup with the team back in 1967-1968 season, scored 207 goals for the club by making 404 appearances. A legend who will be missed forever in our hearts. So let's get in. This is Manchester United versus Brighton match preview. Seems like the 2024 performance is back in 2025. This is a year that we have started with some positive vibes, some positive moods, and it should continue like that. But in the mid game on Thursday against Southampton, that performance was seen again. The 2024 performance that we put back in the past, we saw it again against a bottom team, Southampton. These players really struggled so hard to play against Southampton, a team that's in the relegation zone, a team that only won one game so far in the season. That performance where our passing was never good, we were never pressing, we were never creating chances, we were not utilizing the chances, was seen in the game against Southampton. I thought the momentum was going so well. I thought the momentum that we built, starting from the previous two games that we started so well in the year, was going on so good. But it seems like these players can't cope with consistency. They can't keep working hard. They're always there to disappoint at every moment, every chance that they get. And that's what we don't want to see. We want to see improvement into this team. We want to see better performance. Even though we won, I would say we were lucky to win it. We won it, but without a good performance. We won that game, but without a good performance that we really wanted to see. It was luck was just on our side in that game against Southampton. Luck was just on our side. If it wasn't for Amad Diallo, who always steps up whenever he needs, whenever the clubs needs him to do in a game, we could have lost that game. We have seen him coming to save the club in games that he was needed much. If it wasn't for most of his goals, we could be in the relegation zone. If it wasn't for the game against Manchester City, where he really stepped up when we were one goal down and we won that game 2-1 at Etihad. If it wasn't for him when he came from the bench in the second half and they equalized for us, we could have lost that game at Anfield. But these are players that always there to step in, always there to perform. You can see so far in the season, he has 6 goals in the Premier League goals after only playing 19 games in the Premier League. 5 of those games were from the sub. Under Amorim, also you can see him is just on fire under Amorim. 14 games, 6 goals, and 5 assists under Ruben Amorim. Just imagine if all these players could be performing like him, we could be winning more games. Imagine if every player could be putting much effort like him in every game that we're playing. We could have been a much better position. We could be winning games. Next, now on Sunday tomorrow, we're going to face Brighton, the same home ground, the same place at Old Trafford. And looking at Brighton, this is a team that that if you make any mistake, they punish you hard. This is a team also that utilized most of the chances. We saw against Southampton, whereas Southampton, I'd say in the final third, their finishing was not that good. We escaped most of the time. If Southampton was a team that was finished so well in the final third, we could have been losing that game, or even 5-0. But this Brighton, the past 2 seasons, they have won comfortably at Old Trafford. 2022-2023 season under Ten Hag, and 2023-2024 seasons under also Ten Hag, they have come to Old Trafford comfortably and walked out with 3 points. So them coming here to Old Trafford, it feels like there is their training ground, their backyard. They are used to winning. They know they will come there and get those 3 points for sure. They know it because they have done it the past 2 seasons, and most of the players that are in this season are the ones that have won during those past 2 seasons. And Manchester United knows Brighton is a team that don't waste most of their chances when they're the final third. They're so clinical with their finishing. They will screen every opportunity they get. They will score us. And if United will display the same performance they display against Southampton, Brighton will crush us so bad at Old Trafford. Trust me. If we display that performance so we're not pressing hard, we're not counter-attacking, we're not creating chances, we're not utilizing our chances so well, Brighton will smash us at Old Trafford. And we don't want to lose at home. We know these players like turning up in big games. So far, under since Amorim came, the big games they have been turning so well. It's like they're narrating these small teams. It should not be like that. It should also be always be turning up in every game. And I expect them to turn up also in this game against Brighton. I know Brighton is a team that, in terms of pace, they are fast. The likes of Mitoma, João Pedro, and Ingara, they're just good on the counter attack. Their pace is just they're just fast. These players run. The counter attacks, they just you can't really catch them if you don't have the pace. If all the defenders won't have the pace, they won't catch him. And we see it against Southampton where Suleiman's pace, Yoro could not match his pace. When Yoro was going forward, he could forget himself, knowing that he has a player that is so fast when running with the ball. I think that was a mistake we should not do. I expect this game they need to play in the right center back. Maguire should be back in this game as he play in the center back. So as he play in the middle because the late I know the late when we attack he mostly doesn't go forward. I think the defender that mostly go forward is either Maguire or Martinez. So him same behind, I think he can go up with the pace of either Adingara or Mitoma. So we expect this. We expect a win again. We expect we haven't won 2 games in a row at home so far this year. We haven't won 2 consecutive games in a row at Old Trafford. So we want to win it. We have won it against Southampton with a poor performance. We expect to win it against Brighton with a better performance. It's either we play. I'd rather see these players performing so well and losing to Southampton, losing to Brighton with a better performance. I will accept it. But losing to Brighton with a poor performance or winning against Brighton with a poor performance, I will not accept that. I know that if they win against Brighton with a poor performance, I know that we are not that good. It means the next game we stand a chance to be defeated. We stand a chance to lose. That's how I see it. So better performance with a win or a better performance with a lose, I will accept it. A lose with a good performance, I will be good with it because I know it's improvement and we're showing a little bit of progress and they're showing that if you really work much harder, we are going to win games because a better performance is what you want to see and also to see identities. We want to see us playing some good football. And you can see in terms of this tactics, Ruben Amorim tactics, the system, these players are really adapting it so well. They're really adapting it so well. You can see it. They're just playing so well. So I expect this game, the lot will be back in this game against Brighton after being sent off in the game against Arsenal in the FA Cup. We expect him to be back against Brighton. He was not available against Southampton. So him coming against Brighton, he will have a lot of energy and will be good. I want to see Amad Diallo with Dalot coming in. Amad Diallo may play up front for Manzuri to play as, the right wing back. I think I will see it. Ruben Amram might play like that. Ruben Amad Diallo playing behind a striker and Garnacho being on the bench. And in this game, I'd love to see Toby Collier starting to this game. Toby Collier starting this game will be something good. So when he came in the second half, when we were 1 goal down, that player is just a gem. That midfield player is just fantastic. He was so composed. He was so relaxed. Though we were 1 goal down, you could see his passes were just accurate. The decision that he was making when he had the ball was just good. Him winning those duels in that midfield is just good. This is a kind of player we want to see. And he hasn't been given any professional contract by the club, but his performance on the pitch just says that this is a player that United will want to give a to give a contract to play in the senior team for the longest time. Toby Collard for me is a good one. In that game against Southampton, Mino, Ugarte were nowhere to be seen. It's like they were nowhere to be seen in that game. Toby Collard came in, I think he replaced Mino, and he was just fantastic. And that's the kind of performance you want to see from players. Players who are there to step up, and give their best to the team. So I think that's just it. So we expect a win from these players in this game against Brighton. I know Brighton is a tough team. Then the position 9, they want to fight so hard to finish the top 4 position to play Champions League. They are 31 points. I think we are so far we are 12th position with 26 points with a 1 goal difference, negative 1 goal difference, which want to clear that. So if these players will have that much confidence, good mentality going to this game, the energy needed to when they go into this game, the fighting spirit, I see them starting a chance to win. I know they will learn from their mistake the game against Southampton. So going to this game against Brighton, I'm positive. Let me be again positive. I know they are positive, and we stand a chance to win. Manchester United, they'll be going to this game with a lot of pressure compared to Brighton. Brighton will be coming to this game with less pressure than us. So that's just it. So I see United winning this game. That's all I had for you. Thank you for watching. Talk to you in the next one.